a meeting with all stakeholders in January 3rd, 2023 to consider and release the guidelines so they can provide a roadmap to all players as they prepare for the junior secondary school. Already the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development has released the Grade 7 curriculum designs and instructional materials for use at the junior secondary school level. Arising from the Presidential Directive and cascaded to the Kenya National Examination Council by myself, the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment will not be used for placement of the runners in a junior secondary school. The Kupusea report will, however, be part of the process of monitoring of runner progress. I have directed the Kenya National Examination Council to upload the report of the assessment on the school portals in January 2023 to enable schools to develop strategies of further running and teaching. As is the government tradition, all the candidates whose research I'm releasing today will be admitted to Form 1 under the 100% transition policy. There should be no case of any parent or guardian keeping their children at home when admission to Form 1 are opened up, as this is against their constitutional requirement. Since the country experienced the COVID-19 pandemic, which occasioned a prolonged close of schools, the government has been running a heavily constricted and reorganized school calendar in a spirited attempt to restore the normal term dates. This reorganization of school term dates has come at a heavy cost to parents in terms of pressure to clear school fees within short intervals, teachers having heavy workloads, while runners have had to cover more content within extremely short time. I wish to particularly single out the 2022 KCPE cohort, whose examination results we are releasing today. When COVID-19 hit our country in March 2020, the cohort was in Standard 6 and only resumed their classes upon the full reopening of schools in January 2021. Between January 2021 and November 2022, just 23 months, this cohort has managed to cover 3 school calendar years. This is astonishingly incredible. In fact, the cohort covered their grade 8 school calendar in just 6 months, having joined in June 2022. In between, the country went into a general election that also occasioned an unnecessarily long half-term break, besides the confusion and anxiety associated with such a national exercise. Please join me in celebrating our 2022 cohort of KCPE, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to thank all the stakeholders, especially parents and teachers, for withstanding the financial and the teaching pressures, respectively. They came with their shorter school terms as forced upon us by the COVID-19 pandemic. Thanks to all your concerted efforts, we will from January 2023 revert to our normal school calendar. The ministry is determined to place the 2022 KCPE candidates in secondary schools as soon as possible to give parents adequate time to prepare them for their admission to Form 1. The actual Form 1 selection exercise for all categories of schools will be concluded on January 16, 2023. A total of 1,233,852 candidates sat their 2022 KCPE examination in 28,408 centers across the country. These candidates will be allowed to start their secondary school journey as they have all qualified to be admitted to Form 1. Congratulations to the class of 2022